So you want to be making yourself a full suit of armour? Stick around, I'm going to show you how. So you already know what it is, Craft Fam. It's your boy Guildmaster G, and I'm going to be showing you how to make some full suits of armour. I got myself a 3D printer on the whole premise of making full suits and stuff, but since getting it and printing a couple of helmets, I've realised that there's more resin and time entailed than I first anticipated. So basically you can do it, and with a resin printer it's actually not as bad as people first made out it was going to be. But I find that with the recycled plastics, it's actually quicker and cheaper to make them, and you can still get really effective results from them as well. So I started off with my helmets, 3D printed the helmets, took 26 hours per helmet to do so, and then you've got the time sanding it down and painting it up, and it's quite time consuming, but you do get good results out of it. When it came to crafting the rest of the armour, it's all quite sort of, it's square, so I'm thinking to myself, instead of spending another 100 hours 3D printing it, that's going to cost me thousands of pounds in resin, I'm thinking I may as well just use it from the from the plastic panels that I've got lying around. When I first started making the chest plate, I literally just measured it up and then cut to roughly where it needed to be, put a line down the centre of it, and then started working on like the sort of pectoral shapes. From that, I then started crafting like the abdominal area, lower section, and then literally just strips, glued them in, and built up what I had in my mind's eye as the panels. Looking at the references, they actually had less detail in them than the pieces that I was making, so I just left it as is and moved on to the next piece. The next piece in the armour that I was making was then the van braces. Same process, used strips of plastic, made the forearm sort of area, and then worked on the details. There's lots of different kinds of van braces with different Mandalorians, and I did try a few different things trying to make like whistling birds or whatever they're called, but then I just came to the idea that I'm just going to stick the hose attachments on them. So they look quite effective and literally just lying around, so it didn't cost anything. Sprayed them up, got them on, and they look the piece. So I'll give you a quick close up so you can see. Literally a couple of straws, a hose attachment, and then it's all just hot glued and super glued into place. Same panels and everything sort of glued into place, but then literally just the super glue lids cut in half and stuck on. Once again, I could have 3D printed them, but looking at the 3D prints, it was going to take another, say, 10 hours to print each one of them, and then that's going to equivalent to maybe about £15 worth of resin. With the plastic already lying around, I may as well just cut, slice and make it as it is. So, to people that don't have printers freely available, don't be too concerned about not being able to craft these things. So if you've got things like plastic bottles, or even, I've seen people make them out of cardboard, and if you build up with enough primer and paint and stuff like that, you can still get really good results on them. So just have a bash, see how you get on. It's all a matter of literally just getting the things that you think you might need. So I collect up these plastic signs, plastic bottles, anything that potentially I could carve and craft into panels for armour or other such cosplay props. Once you've got them and you've got a rough idea, look at some references to, say for instance with the Mandalorian armour, see who's already printed or made cosplay outfits, and then see what it is that you can make similar pieces to. If you can craft them, then by all means go ahead and craft them, and if you have to 3D print them, then well, if you've got a printer, go ahead and print them. But yeah, I would recommend that anyone basically just have a bash, give it a try and see how you get on with it all. Anyway, I hope this has been useful for you. Stick around to I hope this has been useful and it's helped you get an idea of how easy it can be to craft these items. I'm also doing a giveaway as well, so if you were to like, subscribe and comment on this video, then it'll enter you into a draw for the Blood Angels bolt gun. So yeah, check out the shorts on that. Thank you very much for all your effort, all your support. Cheers, have a good day.